First of all, I want to say thank you to all the precinct committeemen. You are the backbone of the party. You are the central nervous system of the party. I want to thank you. And I want to make sure and say thank you to the chairman. I know this is supposedly your last year. I still think he may surprise us here, but I'm hoping. But to you and Diane and your whole family, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for all that you do. That being said, I'll try to be as brief as possible, but I want to cover a couple of things. I remember when I first came here, I believe that I started running in 2009 for the 10 election, and so the first Lincoln Day dinner I came to was in 2010, if I'm not mistaken, January of 2010. And at that time, there was a lot going on in this area, around the state and around the country with the Tea Party, the 9/12 movement, a lot of political angst. And if you think back to those days, you'll remember the number one issue was they wanted the Tea Party, the 9/12 movement, the Republicans, the Democrats. What I heard from everybody across the 11 counties I was campaigning in at the time was, Sam, just go there and be for us. Don't forget us. Don't go there and vote the party. Don't go there and get bought off. Don't go there and listen to corporate America. Please just stay true to your district, to the people who send you there. So I want to read you. I'm going to read a letter I was sent by somebody. I'm going to read it from my phone, and I'm going to leave out any identifying monikers of this person, so bear with me if it's a little herky-jerky. But I want to read this to you. This is from a state employee. It says, Dear Senator McKeon, I wanted to take a minute to thank you for your stance in support of working families here in Illinois. To make a long story short, I'm the son of a school teacher who went to work for the Illinois Department of Corrections when I was 18. That was 26 years ago. I'm going to skip some identifying information. He says, I've always considered myself to be a conservative until the GOP decided it was prudent to blame everything wrong with the country on people like me, somebody who goes to work every day. I'm politically conservative with every issue. It goes on to say a few things that might give, I don't want to get this person in any trouble. It says, I've been called immoral, corrupt, and a conflict of interest by our current governor. I take his comments personally, and I also know he couldn't be more wrong. In a nutshell, I am a man without a party, and I am thoroughly disgusted with the treatment of myself and my co-workers that we've been subjected to as of late. It says, on behalf of the folks where he works, we want to thank you for speaking to us at our legislative day. We thank you for telling the governor and his money no. Believe me, I'm going to leave that out. That might give away. He said, if you could, I would like you to ask the governor one question for me. When did those of us who go to work every day, who are raising our families right, who pay taxes, who are scout leaders, volunteer firefighters, first responders, T-ball coaches, nursing home volunteers, when did those of us who go to work every day doing a job that nobody wants to do, he's a correctional officer, and correctional officers are put up with a lot. When did we become the problem? He said, when did we become the enemy? Thank you, Senator McKeon, for representing your district. I sincerely wish more of your colleagues on both sides of the aisle would do the same. Respectfully. The reason I say all that is what I started out talking about was, remember, back in 2009 and 2010, the number one thing I was asked, the number one thing I was told was, Sam, don't go there and sell out. Don't forget your district. So when I received countless, innumerable phone calls, emails, visits from my constituents asking me to vote for them on one bill. And I was with all the Republicans the other, on Thursday, that bill that CD talked about, I voted no too. Every Republican, I think every Republican in the House voted no. I know every Republican in the Senate voted no. I voted with the governor to help balance the budget in FY15. It was a terrible bill. We robbed the road fund. And Republicans, every Republican voted for it. I was a good Republican. I voted for that. I hated voting for that bill because that's something that downstate Republicans consider anathema. It's a sin for us. We have castigated Democrats for doing that kind of thing for years. But I did it to be a good Republican. I am a good Republican. I'm as pro-life as you'll ever find anybody. I'm as pro-Second Amendment as you'll find anybody. Traditional marriage, you name it. You line up the plates of the platform, I'm there. But I also know that we live in a representative republic. We don't live in a democracy. If we lived in a democracy, there wouldn't be a legislature. There wouldn't be senators. There wouldn't be reps. If we lived in a democracy, everybody would vote and there would be no legislature. We live in a constitutional representative republic. And that representative word means that every now and again, you've got to listen to what the people are asking you to do. Because if we always are going to turn a deaf ear to what the people are asking us to do, pretty soon we don't really have a constitutional representative republic. Pretty soon we're going to have a rebellion on our hands. Pretty soon we have anarchy. So I'm here to tell you that I'm one of the proudest Republicans you'll ever meet in your life. When Ronald Reagan was elected in his first term on November the 4th, 1980, my 11th birthday, it changed my life forever in a positive direction. So when you hear that I do things that the governor doesn't like, I'll tell you this. I want to work with the governor every chance I get. I agree with CD. We can't keep going the way we were going. We all know that. But I also know that because you're on the wrong path, just any old path won't do. You got to make sure that the path you're on is the right path. It could be as wrong as the one you just got off of. So I want to work with the governor. I want to work with other Republican leaders. I want to work with everybody who's been elected to serve in government. That's the only way we're ever going to get this fixed, is by listening to the people and working with the people who are elected. While I want to work with the governor on every issue that I can, I know something, I remember something very well every minute of every day. I work for you. I'll work with you, but I don't work for you. I work for the 220,000 people in my district vicinity. They communicated with me loudly and clearly on that issue. Took that vote. I was proud to take that vote. And I'd take that vote again if the phone calls and emails and meetings all came in the same way. I'm proud to say that I have stood firm and I've stood true to the requests that were made of me when I first started showing up here 5-6 years ago. I have not wavered, not 1 inch, not 1 iota. I have remained true to the people. It would have been very easy to have been with the governor, taking his money, not have a primary. You realize how easy that would have been? I didn't take the easy way out. I chose a very tough road, but that's okay. Because if God be for you, who can be against you? My beautiful wife, Vicki, is here with me tonight. We thank you for allowing us to serve you. The greatest honor I've ever had in my entire life is the opportunity to serve the people of this district and this state. God bless you all.